Mac is back. Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway 2 is happening this weekend. And I genuinely think this is not no clickbait. I actually think this fight is closer than people think. I don't think we should be writing off McGregor. I think he has a real shot here if he just, if he locks in, he has a real shot here. Now, let me explain furtherly. First of all, I think Conor McGregor, as of his whole career, he's a smart guy. Let's be real. He's a smart guy. He game plans pretty well. And I just, when I was thinking about why McGregor even took this fight, Max Holloway, let's be honest, he is not a 170 pounder. He is not a 170 pounder. I know he's a BMF, so he doesn't care about the weight, whatever. He's not a 170 pounder. I think in his last 3 fights, other than before the Charles Oliveira one, let's look at it, right? It got dropped against Justin Gaethje. Got dropped against Justin Gaethje. Against Ilia Topuria, he got rocked and he got finished. Against Dustin Poirier, he got dropped and he was getting tagged. Old man Dustin Poirier, it's going to be bad. Dustin Poirier, he got robbed and he got dropped. And now I think when you put him at 170 pounds, and Max Holloway, he already, let's be honest, his defense is good, right? His defense is good, but he overly relies on his chin. I just don't feel like his chin is there anymore. It's not to the level we've seen 3 years ago, 4 years ago. You know what I mean? He's been getting dropped, and we've seen that consistently. It's not like a one and done. Oh, Topuria's him. He's so much power. He got dropped against old man Poirier. He got dropped against Justin Gaethje. So you can't say that narrative. I feel like when you put him at 170 pounder, now I don't want to be that guy, but Conor McGregor, he has that left hand down the middle. If you know what I mean, like Conor McGregor is one of the most powerful guys we've seen in the UFC. And I think even if he shows up and he just like his last fight, if he just shows up similar to his last performance, his loss against Dustin Poirier, the third fight, he still looked good in that fight. Like he was getting out grappled in that fight. That's what majorly, that was Dustin Poirier's game plan. It wasn't to outstrike him on the feet. It was to out grapple him. Even when he just won the fight before that, prior, he knocked out Conor McGregor, but he still chose to grapple because Conor McGregor is he's such a good striker. And I know that was like 5 years ago, but I think I don't think you're striking. I feel like Conor McGregor, he rises to occasion. You know what I mean? This is a big moment. He's his first fight in 5 years. You can either be Henry Cejudo and kind of fold under fold under the lights, or you could be, I feel like Conor McGregor, he's going to rise up to the occasion. He's going to put on a good performance. Now, those first 2 rounds is key for McGregor. Listen, I'm not a McGregor fan, so don't think I'm just putting some plan for him so he could win and I could be happy. Nah, I'm not. Let's be honest, bro. His allegations, I'm not about that. But I'm just saying, I think this fight's close because in those first 2 rounds, Max Holloway's defense is his chin. That's his defense. He has a really good chin. And at 170 pounds, McGregor's huge. He's been at this weight for, let's be honest, 5 years. He's been on the juice. He's looking, even though he's only 5'9", he's beefy. You know what I mean? I feel like he's comfortable at this weight. I just can't say the same about Max Holloway. Max Holloway fought in March this year, and he fought at lightweight March this year. Now he's fighting in July at 170 pounds, so he didn't have time to really bulk up. I'm pretty sure he still put on some weight, but it's kind of similar to Alex Pereira, where I don't think he's comfortable at that weight yet. I like that he's training with guys like JDM. I've seen that. Training with JDM, training with the bigger guys. I like that. McGregor's probably training with, the old man at the pub. But I just feel like the first 2 rounds, if that left hand lands for McGregor clean, which it definitely could. Let's be honest. Max Holloway is not some, Dustin Poirier defense. His defense is his chin. That left hand could very well land. And I think when it does, I just don't think it's out the equation that he can hurt Max Holloway. He could drop Max Holloway. I think that can very well happen. Will he finish Max Holloway? Let's be honest. Holloway, when he gets hurt, as we've seen lately, he's not that good at disengaging, if that makes sense. He got hurt against Ilia Topuria. The last thing you want to do is engage, bro. The last thing you want to do. You know what I mean? He had his hands down when he was hurt against Topuria, and Topuria hit him with the big left hook. You know what I mean? I just feel like if McGregor hurts him and then he's not that good when he gets hurt, McGregor can very well finish him, bro. Very well. So in those first 2 rounds, I think it's going to be key for McGregor. But I feel like I've been selling you guys this dream of, McGregor's going to win. I'm still going with Max Holloway, bro. I'm still going with Max Holloway. And I say this. I don't think Max Holloway is going to get finished. I think he very well might get rocked, very well might get dropped. Might be one of those, flash knockdowns where he's like, oh, now he's awake now. You know what I mean? He gets right back up. Now he's still good. He's awake. But I'm just not confident at all of McGregor's cardio at all. And I just think he hasn't fought in 5 years. That's 5 years not fighting. He's been having all these fun times and allegations and all that and partying and all that. I don't think he's ready for the occasion as much as, he would want him to be. So I don't think he's going to show up nice, good. He's definitely not going to look anything like his prime. No. He might kind of show up similar to his last performance against Poirier, and if he does, again, I think there could be some ways to victory here. But bro, when it gets to rounds 2 and it gets to rounds 3 and 4, and if it really gets to rounds number 5, Holloway, he's gonna piece him up. His cardio is a lot better at 170. He's looking like he's been training with bigger guys, so it's not like, I don't know, maybe the weight isn't that much of a problem. His cardio is better, his durability is better, he's faster than this McGregor. Obviously, prime McGregor is one of the fastest fighters, you know what I mean? But 2026 McGregor, probably not that quick. I feel like Max Holloway, when it gets to rounds 3, 4, and 5, he'll start piecing McGregor up. Conor, let's be honest, bro, when he's gassed, he's still dangerous. He's still dangerous, but he's breakable. He is breakable. He broke against, Poirier, the second fight, not the third one. I don't really count the third one, so he's technically coming off of a 1-fight lose streak. Nah, I'm playing. But I am still going with Max Holloway. I feel like his movement will pose problems for McGregor, and I feel like if he really locks in and he doesn't get hurt and doesn't get wobbled in those first 2 rounds, I think it's barbecue chicken for Max Holloway. Now, the only reason why I've been like, oh, McGregor could win is because I'm kind of confident, not confident, but I'm kind of wishing that we see a good McGregor in there. Like, he shows up kind of similar-esque to how we kind of know him. But if he shows up in any type of way, flat-footed and very slow, and kind of like Alex Pereira when he was at heavyweight, where he's just like so blocky and just so, yeah, he's done for. He's done for. But I think even if he does show up in good fashion, I'm still going with Max Holloway, bro. I think the cardio is the main reason for me. And McGregor, he's not in the game. That's a big problem. And Max Holloway, he is the lighter. But listen, Lucas Trace is a genius, bro. He has the lighter man skill. That's a big advantage. So I feel like Max Holloway, bro, he is getting it done. I'm going to say 4th round TKO. He breaks Conor McGregor. But if McGregor, even if he loses, if he still kind of shows up and kind of brings it to him in a way, listen, am I crazy to say that McGregor can still fight again in the UFC and it could still be a big deal if they actually promote his fights? Bro, why is this fight so, untalked about? Genuinely. UFC is just like crickets. There's no promotion, none. I haven't seen none of that. There should be a whole, we should have already had a whole press conference before the one we're getting tomorrow. You know what I mean? We should have, I don't know. But with that being said, I'm going Max Holloway, man. Even though I opposed to it, that it can be, McGregor has a real chance, I still am going Max Holloway. 4th round TKO. I'm going to say McGregor's back is against the cage, and Max Holloway just unleashes a 15-punch combination on him. Sits him down. He kind of quits in a way, and I think Max Holloway is getting it done. But what is he doing after this? He's probably going to move back down to lightweight, and then now he's probably going to fight a number one contender fight or something. Maybe he gets a title shot if this is a big, I don't know. But I am going with Max Holloway, ladies and gentlemen. This is just the main event prediction. I will be predicting the full card tomorrow. A little late to the party, but Thursday, 2 days before the fight, hey, that's good enough time for me. You know what I mean? So yeah, subscribe, and drop your predictions in the comments, and I'm out of here.